I became a Bilbo Baggins for 2 hours. It was interesting. Leave my house, normal time I normally do, to get the bus, school in the morning. I get there to the bus stop, to the last bus that will get to school on time, and they've changed the bus timetable. Bus got there at 6 minutes past 8. I got there at 7 minutes past 8. And then I'm like, oh, that's okay. No biggie. I'll just wait for the next bus. Maybe I'll still get there in time. I look at the bus timetable on the British bus stops because we're organised like that. And the next bus doesn't come for another 45 minutes, at which point school will have started. So, at that moment, I have two options. I can either stay there and definitely be late, or, for some reason, this thought occurred in my stupid 8 o'clock in the morning mind. Maybe it's faster if I walk!
So, you walked approximately
9 miles, if not
9
more.
miles to school.
Yeah. Yeah, so, I was walking up the main road out of my town. It's, Nottinghamshire town, which is a pretty... reputation says it's a bad place, but I don't think it is. But as I'm going along, I get about halfway there when I realise there are fields between the town where my school is and the town where I live. So the thought occurred to me that I could walk across there and it would be a straight line, and it would be a lot faster if I walked across there. Because I'm an idiot. And as I was walking, thoughts were going through my head of whether or not I should go across the fields or just walk straight forward. And I'm contemplating the problems that I'm going to have going across the road and across the field. So I go across the field, I'm like, so, possible dangers. Bear traps. Holes. Dogs. Farmers. And then I contemplated the dangers of going the normal way. Might get hit by a car.
Let's carry
So
on
I get to the
story.
entrance. So I get to the entrance of the field, and I'm like, "Fuck it, I'll go." And I'm walking down, admiring the beautiful buttercup fields, because these fields, about a week ago, no, a bit longer than that, like 3-4 weeks ago, sprouted up with fields of giant buttercups, but like as far as the eye could see. It was unbelievable. They were up to my chin, and I thought that I could walk through them, and I couldn't. There was a path woven in between that sort of wound around. But I thought, oh yeah, I can still do it, it's fine. Because, again, I'm an idiot. And, I'm walking, just walking along, admiring the scenery, having an actual good time. And I've been walking for about 20 minutes when I see a bus go past. And my spirits drop a little bit. I decide to keep going. I keep going. And at this point, I've started to lose my sanity just a little bit. I'm talking to myself, quoting The Hobbit, speaking in riddles that Gollum says, and yeah,
I can imagine this. If I can actually just go grab my phone, I can tell you the text that James sent me. They're not in the right. They're not in the right order because my phone was dead and I had to turn it on this morning. But they are mental.
I have the audio. I have the order.
All right, you just read them out.
So I was about halfway through my journey. I saw like 4 buses go past at this point. And it was only at this moment, when I started to realise that I screwed up with my idea.
So
It
what
took me
what time was this?
an entire hour. The time is 9 o'clock. So I'm 15 minutes late for school already.
Okay.
So I changed my course to the town that's in between where I live and school. And I'm doing fine, walking across there. I turn around. I'm being followed by 3 farmers. they're quite a while off, but I turn around and I can see them, and they're looking for something or someone, which I'm not sure if it's me, but most likely it was.
So just because you've been walking across the fields?
Yeah. And I just dashed to the nearest trees, talking out loud, as per usual. I say, shit, better run behind those trees. A little bit more scared than that, but... And, behind these trees, there's a field that sort of goes over a hill, so I can't see what's on the other side. I, go over. There's a bull staring me in the face about 3 meters away. And I never break eye contact with this beast. And I just edged myself away. Just slowly sidestepping. Never breaking eye contact. Because this thing is staring me in the face, heavy breath. It's like... just looking at me. I get across that field. And, there's a brook in front of me. Like, where I'm trying to go. So I can't cross that, so I start going around. Thankfully, it does lead to where I need to go anyway. So I keep going that way. Until I get to a point where the brook turns off, and now the obstacle that I'm facing is not a brook, but none other than an electric fence. And it was off. And it was at this point that I texted to Isaac, I am walking through fields trying to get to school at the moment. And shortly after that, FML. So I walk about halfway across that electric fence. And it gets turned on.
Do you think they would have seen you?
Yeah, that is the impression I got for that.
So instead
And
of
it was at that point that I texted to Isaac, there's an electric fence next to me, and it just got turned on. Shortly followed by, missed 4 buses. Shortly followed by, I'm an idiot. Shortly followed by, hit me really hard if and when I get there. I get to the edge of this electric fence, and perpendicular to this electric fence, in the way of where I need to be going, is another one. So I have to cross over that, with fear of being electrocuted by it. I'm fine. I do make it over. And I start walking underneath an electric pylon, and the wires of those things are clearly they're so high voltage, because I could hear it from underneath them, and they're really tall. I could feel the static like being lifted in my hair. And I finally, at this point, make it to the road. Not even a mile off of where I started. And this is when I'm just at the start of the town between where I live and where the school is. And there's a bus stop, thankfully, like shortly after the start. I get there, check the time. It's not until another half hour. At this point, I think it's about 9:25. I'm walking through this town, and it's a rather small town, but it still takes a while to walk across it. So I get halfway through, and I text Isaac, I'm in fucking Gotham, which is the name of the town. And the next, my efforts were in vain. And then the next one, this is not my finest hour. And then I get to the edge of this town, and I was checking bus stops, like, every single one I saw along the way as well. It was going up by 1 minute every time. So I wasn't going to get anywhere soon. And I walk to this town, and the path starts giving away to nothing. So I like switch sides to corresponding to where the actual mini, tiny, thin path is. I keep switching the sides of the roads, because that's what happens to the path as well. And occasionally, a truck or two would drive by. And I don't know if this has ever happened to you, but when a truck drives past you about 3 inches away, and they're going at full speed, they create a very strong breeze. And I was literally, every time a truck walked past, I put my arm up in front of me and just sort of braced myself for the powerful current of a wind that they were going to throw at me. Because first time it happened, I was nearly thrown into the bushes. So, as I'm going along, I've currently walked about 3 miles. Time is around... I haven't walked 3 miles, I've walked about 5 at this point, I think. Time is around... 9:40. And... There's a sheep field to my right, and I didn't notice until I looked over and saw 2 baby lambs just cuddled together underneath some trees. And I didn't even stop to pet or cuddle these lambs. I just carried on walking. I never stopped walking. Felt like Forrest Gump. I just carried on no matter what happened. I never stopped walking. My legs really hurt at the moment. This happened twice, actually. A full-grown sheep, actually came straight up to a gate and asked me to pet it. In its sheep voice. and I didn't. I felt so bad.
I couldn't imagine you did. Not the type of thing you'd do.
No. And then there's like this overhang of trees over this main road. Like, shortly before the town where my school is. And also where Isaac lives. And I got to the end of that, and I can finally see town where I'm supposed to be. The bus drives past me. I've missed 6 buses at this point. Not counting the buses that before the one I normally catch.
So you're doing pretty good right now. You know,
yeah.
You've missed 6 buses. You know, you're late for school. Really, really late.
Really, really late. At this point, it's about 10:02. And at this point, I text Isaac. There is a factory at the edge of where this town is, called Gypsum Works. And I text Isaac that I'm there. And then as I get to the start of where the town is, like just in the middle, not in the middle, you know what I mean, at the beginning, I say to Isaac, I'm so close, yet so far away. And then I get to the entrance to the school, and I text Isaac, I'm here. Oh my god. Next message. I made it. Next one. Freedom. Next one. Wait, no. Let me go back.
So you were unbelievably late, and I was just like, what is happening?
An entire hour, 25 minutes late.
And I was just like, either James is probably ill today, or something. At not one point did I think he's missed the bus and he's walked.
To be fair, Michael has done it as well. I didn't know this until I told him about it.
He walked.
He walked the exact same route as me.
Really?
Yep.
What, through? So he went through the fields and then through Gotham as well?
Yeah, because he described what he saw on the way.
Wow.
And it was exactly the same. But yeah, I start losing my mind throughout the day. And Isaac will tell you.
Yeah, he was saying, oh, this day is so long. It feels like the end of the day already.
Yeah, I drained one of Isaac's water bottles. It was full,
he
and I drank the entire thing.
And he says, "Oh yeah, can I have a drink?" So all right, he'll probably only drink a little bit of it. It's fine. He just chugs it all. It's all gone, and I'm just like, well, okay then.
That was the only drink, the only proper drink I had had for that entire journey. I had like a mini tiny Sprite can, and that was it.
You normally take your bottle of water to school, but you
except this time I just happened to forget it.
things just went well for you, really.
Yep. I was resorted to chewing gum. My only gum.
I'm guessing that provided you with the amount of saliva you needed to stay alive.
Yeah.